In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a mouse over effect. Mouse over effect is pretty cool. First of all, I'm going to start with adding a new sprite. Earlier, I made a sprite for a castle door, and this is basically just like the one we can see in the background, but this one I've highlighted a bit. And what I want to happen, I'm going to put it right over the door in the background. What I want to happen is when a user's mouse pointer is over that sprite, I want it to appear, and when the mouse pointer is not over that sprite, I want it to disappear. So in that way, the user would have to kind of search for something, it'll show up, or it won't show up if you don't have your mouse pointer directly over it. So this is a pretty cool effect, and you can do a lot of things really creatively with it. So first of all, let's build out our script. So we're going to start with our green flag clicked, and I'm going to add a forever block so that whenever the mouse pointer is over the area or not, it'll show. And I'm going to add this if and else block because we want that door sprite to either show or hide based on a couple conditions. Now, what these conditions are going to be are they're going to be based off of these two elements, this mouse Y and mouse X. And what mouse X and Y are, they're variables that automatically track the values of the X and Y coordinates of your mouse pointer. So at this given point in time, my mouse X and Y will automatically give these values for the pointers. It's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these into some conditions. So if we look over at our door, if we're looking for an X value, so our door will light up when the mouse pointer is over an X value of between 205 to about 240. So what that means is we want a mouse X value that's greater than 205. Whoops, there we go. And we also want a mouse X value, I'm just going to right click and duplicate this so it's a little quicker, that's less than a value of 240. And we want both of these things to occur, so we're going to pull in an AND block simultaneously. So that'll mean that if the mouse pointer is between these two values now, and I'm going to drop that into the if condition, it'll show. Otherwise, if it's not in between these values, our highlighted door will not show. So if I run the script, what we'll see is immediately the door does not show because the mouse value is not over that X value. But when it is, it appears with a highlight. Really cool. But we're not quite done because also if you go up here and move the mouse over, those are those same X values, so the highlight will also show. So we have to change the Y values as well because we only want that door to appear if the Y value is between, and now we get into some math because these are negative numbers, a Y value of negative 140 to a Y value of negative 180. So we're just going to quickly replicate the same thing that we did there, where we have a mouse Y that is less than, and less than because it's a negative number. So if we go down in the screen, the number is lower, less than 140, and also a mouse Y value of greater than negative 180. We want both of those things to happen so that it's within those two ranges. And now here's the tricky part. We already have the if condition up here with the X. We also want the if condition, and I'm just going to pull this out too so that I can drop both of these back in. We also want that if condition to happen with the X and the Y. So I'm going to drop our X values into that AND block. I'm going to drop that into the if, and now I'm going to move over the Y a little bit so I can get to it easier, move the screen over a bit, and drop our Y in. And now if we run, both the X and the Y coordinates have to be within, whoops, didn't quite run it, there we go. Both the X and the Y have to be within these ranges in order to show the highlighted door. Very, very cool.